Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be talking all about how all my hair didn't fall off, even though I've colored my hair several times. Like, being honest with you, all of my hair should be on the floor. Did I test the limits out? I absolutely tested the limits out because I have a problem. I'm gonna just say this right quick. I feel like in the natural hair community, we aren't allowed to have fun, okay? I be wanting to have a good time with my hair, and y'all know that. Since the inception, since the inception of my YouTube channel, I have been coloring my hair and just loving it. I guess people get so attached to their hair that they forget to have a good time, and I didn't want to have that feeling of like regret. Like, oh, what if? You know what? Hair grows back, you know? Color it, cut it, lock it, curl it. Do what you want to with it. So with that being said, if you are looking to keep your hair on the healthier side after bleaching your hair, I feel like I also need to have another disclaimer here. If you're looking to keep your hair healthy, just stay away from bleach. Your hair will not be the same after bleach. And that is my warning to you. Now, it depends on how much bleaching you do. But in general, it's really not gonna be the same. If you haven't dyed your hair yet, go into it thinking, okay, I'm gonna dye my hair and now I'm going to have to maintain the health of my hair because my hair is going to be more fragile. So it's going to be more susceptible to damage. It doesn't mean that it's all gonna fall out to the ground depending on how often you do it. Like, if you're talking about a triple bleach process, you could say hello to your hair on the freaking floor. I mean, don't tell me I didn't tell you so. First off, I haven't even let my hair down, y'all. If you're new here, I'm sorry. So I washed my hair, I shampooed it, and I'm about to go through a protein process. I was like, is it even still wet anymore? It's been in that thing for a while. As y'all can see, my roots are growing in something crazy, and I honestly need to retouch this color. I really do, but I haven't yet. And I'm also looking to cut my hair. I actually cut some of this here, I guess to test it out or whatever, but I'm looking to cut some of my hair. When I say cut, probably trim, but not really sure. So anyway, let me get into this because y'all know how I can be. So I'm gonna be using the ApHogee 2-step treatment. This bad boy, tried and true. Like, this is my favorite protein treatment. This bad boy right here. Okay, I don't wanna be dramatic. So the plan is I'm going to do the protein treatment and tell you guys some tips to keep your hair on the healthier side after processing your hair. This could be bleaching. I'm mostly talking about bleaching because bleaching is a totally different process, and I feel like you really have to step up how well you take care of your hair. My hair is in need of a trim, so you guys should stay tuned for that. You can tell because it starts to get a little frizzier and the curls don't curl the way they used to at the end, and I can do a whole nother video on that. But I'm going to get into it. And I was looking for my gloves. I cannot find them. So if you are doing a protein treatment on your hair, I recommend using gloves. I'm not going to use them, but do as I say and not as I do. That's what we gonna say about that. My hair probably should be a little more wet. I ain't gonna hold you because, like I said, that's how I have been on my head for a while. This is really unacceptable, so I'm gonna have to wet my hair. Cause it's not giving towel dried at all. It's giving all the way dry pretty much and product free. Usually I would also use a spray bottle. However, I only have a spray bottle like this that has water in it. So I had to pick my poison and I choose water. So I'm just gonna spray my hair down with water. Not soaking wet, but just so it has some water on it. Just know this protein treatment is sticky, okay? So just keep that in mind. And also, like I said, I recommend doing a spray bottle because it gets messy, and that's why I have this towel on, but you know, take precautions. So I'm just adding this on and rubbing it through my hair. And it stinks, y'all. It stinks. If y'all see me looking over here, it's because there's a mirror, you know. So you're just gonna rub it through. I definitely should have did this a while back. It takes time, y'all. One of my tips is that when you bleach your hair, it takes time. It takes even more time than it normally would on like unprocessed hair. Like, you really have to take the time to keep it healthy, or it's just not gonna stay It's healthy. You have to give it the TLC. I'm gonna just continue the same process while I get into these tips. This is in no particular order. It's just one of the tips that I have is to make sure that you're using bond builders. Now, bond builders are relatively new, and I guess I should tell y'all what bond builders do. So when you get your hair chemically processed and stuff like that, whether it be heat or an actual chemical process like dyeing and bleaching your hair, it breaks down the bonds in your hair, right? And what bond builders do, I'm sure y'all can figure this one out, they help to repair and build the bonds that were broken in the heat styling or the color processing. So those are relatively new. I have a couple of examples of ones that I tried out. So I get the hype about it. I really, really do, because I've been trying out a couple of them to see how I like them, to see what they do. And I get it. So one that I'm gonna recommend, and don't mind if y'all see hair on my hands, y'all see what I'm doing, is K18. At first I was like, what is this gonna do for me? This is so tiny. You see how I buy bottles, okay? Once I know I like something, it's the big thing only, right? But yeah, you actually don't have to use a lot of this. And like I said, it just helps to rebuild the bonds in your hair. You kind of just use it like a leave-in, right? So after you shampoo, you put this in your hair and you just leave it in. You make sure before you apply an actual leave-in that this is in your hair for at least 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. And then you go ahead and apply it over it. You do not rinse this out. This is not a rinse out treatment, and it is a bond builder. It is pretty expensive, I ain't gonna cap to you, but all the products I mentioned will be in the description box. And it's not sponsored. I bought all these products myself. This one's pretty penny. I do have other options that aren't as expensive, but I will say it works. The one thing that I noticed right away on day one of using this is that my hair felt stronger. And when you think about protein and bond building, you want your hair to feel strong, because weak hair does what? Weak hair breaks off. You feel me? You see where I'm going with this? Okay. Me and multitasking, y'all. I be fighting for my life. Fighting for my life. But yeah, that's one of the bond builders that I recommend. I'm gonna show you guys another one as soon as I finish this section, I promise. I just gotta rake this product through, man. Okay, so another product that I recommend that helps to rebuild the bonds after you have dyed and fried and all that other stuff is this Curlsmith Bond Curl Rehab Solve. What I like about this is that it doesn't take as much effort as something like this. Like, you need to shampoo your hair, and then you need to put the product in, and then you need to add heat, and then you need to rinse it out, and then you need to have an after step treatment. You know, it's not as much work, but this is like a good in-between, I would say, for a protein treatment. So you're not gonna do a protein treatment every week. Don't recommend that. You're not gonna do it every 2 weeks. Don't recommend that either. Maybe once a month, you feel me? You do a protein treatment because it's heavy duty. But in between that, I definitely recommend something like this bad boy, because you can do this in the shower, okay? One step, you can do it in the shower. And then it's the last product that I recommend. I heard about the Olaplex. So comment down below bond builders that you guys like. I heard about Olaplex. I haven't tried it enough to say how I feel about it. But the products that I'm talking about here, I have tried for at least 4 weeks straight, okay? Now, I might not have used it every single week, because not all products calls for you to use them every single week. All of that put together, basically, I have used it, and so I can speak on it. I was gonna show you guys a product that I actually love so much that I ran out of. Now, I have ran out of this product several times, so this is a new full one because I keep running out. And then this one is almost empty. I don't even think I can use this. Maybe I can use this one more time, right? And then the other one I threw out because I've been using it so much that ain't no more left. Also, I don't know why they keep doing this to us. These bottles be small. Like, I can respect this. This is a bigger, you know, thing, but this, come on. Then I also recommend the Curl Keeper. I got mine on Amazon. Like I said, the products will be linked or whatever, but I got mine on Amazon and I just finished it and I threw it in the trash. This is what it looks like. The thing that's different about this one is that you actually rinse it out. So after you shampoo, you're gonna put this in your hair and then you're gonna leave it in for, I don't know, wash your body, whatever, wash your face, and then rinse it out. And then you can go ahead with the rest of your styling process like normal, leave-in, gel, whatever. Again, this makes your hair feel stronger. Honestly, between all 4 products, so between the Apogee, K18, the Curl Bond, and then the Curl Keeper, this is the one that I recommend the most because it is solid. Like, ain't no other way about it. It's solid. I like that I can rinse it out. So instead of deep conditioning, I would put this in my hair, or even after deep conditioning, I would put this in my hair, leave it in, and then I can go on about my regular styling process. So it doesn't really disrupt what I'm doing too much. And then I'd say this is good for in between, like maintenance. This is good, but it's more pricey, so keep that in mind. And then this is good, but you do it less amount of times and it is more work. So that is my whole how do I feel about bond products. And now that I told you about all these bonding products, now you know that you need to use them. I am so serious. I'm looking at you. I am so serious. Now you pick one of them up and use them. If you got bleached, color treated hair, it will help you so much. Like, that's what I have on that. All right, y'all. So my next tip is after you buy them bonding products, you need to go ahead and make sure you have your moisturizing products on deck if you don't already, because you're going to want to balance all that bond building with a base of moisture. You don't want your hair to be so strong it breaks, it snaps. You don't want it to be too weak that it breaks, it snaps. It really is the balance between the two. So that's why you're gonna wanna have something that strengthens your hair and something that makes sure it's soft and it's not brittle, you know? So this can be, and this is usually what it is for me, your deep conditioner. Make sure you have a moisturizing deep conditioner. This can make all the difference. Honestly, in a process that I do, I would shampoo, then use a deep conditioner that moisturizes, and then add some type of bond building product. All before I even get out the shower. I'm taking really, really good care of my hair before I even started the styling process. So that's my 2 cents on that, but you're gonna wanna make sure you have that moisture in your hair, because especially color treated hair, especially bleached hair, it tends to be more on the dry side. It's just the way it is when you strip the hair of its natural pigment. This is such a messy process. This is why I love it, but I don't like to do it as much as I probably should. So, like I said, don't be like me, be better than me. I know y'all finna get on me for this one, but I would be remiss if I didn't put this in there. Reduce the amount of heat you use on your hair, okay? Some of y'all wanna dye your hair 27 different colors. That's me. I'm saying this with 2 colors in my hair right now. You wanna dye your hair 27 different colors, but the difference is you wanna straighten your hair every single week. Some gotta give. And I'm telling you what's gonna give. Your hair. Your hair is gonna give up. It's gonna give up. Don't say I didn't tell you. So I think one of the reasons I'm able to keep the hair on my head is because I don't use a lot of heat. I'm a wash and go girl. I have straightened my hair since I've done this half and half. Not half and half, but 1/4, 3/4 style. I have straightened my hair once. One time since then. And since I've gone orange, I've straightened my hair, I wanna say 3 times. And I dyed my hair orange over a year ago. So if that gives you an idea. When I say over a year ago, I think it was in September of 2021. That's when I dyed it. So I straightened it in September when I actually got it dyed the first time. I straightened it again, I wanna say in like January. And then I straightened it again after I dyed it this color. And I wanna say the next time I straightened it might have been, I don't know, April, something like that. You know, it had been time in between each time. So if you're wondering if you should dye your hair or not, I'm just saying, think about how much you straighten your hair. And if you're willing to give that up, just think about that one. So I don't straighten my hair a lot, so I thought my vice could be color, but you can't have your vice be everything, okay? Some gotta give. I guess that would be my tip number 3. You really wanna make sure you get all up into the hair. Don't be shy, rake it through. I rake this product through like it's a leave-in. I really wanted to coat all of my strands. because it's the type of product that makes your hair stronger. My fourth tip is not to bleach your hair over and over and over again. And I know it sounds like, duh, of course, why would I do that? But I be seeing y'all and y'all do it. Use a semi-permanent or a demi-permanent. Demi-permanents last longer, semi-permanents will wash out faster, and put that in your hair instead. Yes, your roots will grow out and you can bleach those, and that'll be the first time you process that new growth, right? But the rest of your hair is already processed. It is already lifted so that it can receive the color that you already have and it just faded. So don't bleach it again. Instead of bleaching it, use a semi or demi-permanent color that matches the color you dyed your hair. And boom, it will rinse out slowly over time. You just add it again. And semi and demi-permanents, they don't damage your hair, okay? Because they're not lifting your color. If you put a demi-permanent on, like, let's say my dark hair here. If I put a demi-permanent here, it will not show up. But if I put it on my bleached hair, it will show up because it's light enough to show up. So there is no reason to double bleach your already processed hair. None. Unless you're trying to go lighter, there's no reason, because if you need the same color, just use a demi or semi-permanent. It will save your curls. My tip number 5 is to get regular trims, okay? Because maintaining color treated hair is a whole trip. I am not lying to y'all. It is a whole trip. You are going to have to stay on top of your hair care maintenance like you probably never have before if you've never had bleached hair. Okay, this is not for the lazy natural. Okay, unless you got it down to a science, unless you're willing to put in the extra effort, don't bleach your hair. Because the likelihood of it falling out, if you're not taking care of it, if you're not doing bonding treatments, protein treatments, all of that is higher if you're not taking care of it. It needs the extra care because you broke down your protein bonds in your hair. So definitely trim your hair. It will give you that nice, pretty curl at the end. It won't be all straggly. This doesn't create that beautiful curl for the wash and go because it's a little straggly. Look at that. That's hair that needs to come out, you know? So trim it. Make sure to trim it. You don't have to over trim it, but trim it enough so that it's not breaking off and looking weird. It also doesn't look the same when it's all straggly at the end. It doesn't look the same. It doesn't look as healthy or anything like that. So just get rid of the dead hair and your hair will thank you. I'm gonna just do this last section. And I guess I'm gonna give y'all a bonus tip because I really only plan to share 5 tips, but one is on my heart, so I'm gonna say it. If you have bleached hair, use a toning product. Some toning products are damaging, but they aren't all damaging. So what a toning product does is it's going to help you. Like if your hair is bleached, like this quarter of my hair is bleached, right? What it's going to do is it's gonna stop your hair from getting as yellow and brassy and help to keep it more of a cooler toned yellow, or not yellow, but like blonde, okay? That's what a toning product will do. I use the DIDN toner. That's what I've been using, and they have a shampoo and a deep conditioner. I like products that make it easy for me to keep up with a routine because I'm already gonna shampoo my hair. I'm already gonna deep condition my hair. Why not use the toning product to do so? So that is another tip. It doesn't have to be a super damaging process to tone your hair up. I actually just toned it when I was doing my, you know, shampoo, deep condition. I decided to shampoo and tone this section of my hair. Especially because I have a wedding to go to and I decided I'm growing out my hair from the roots or whatever. I'm just not gonna re-dye. So slowly but surely my hair will grow out. So with that being said, I was like, okay, the least I could do is make sure that my hair is toned so I don't look a hot mess at this wedding. So that's what I'm making sure to do. It's this weekend, y'all, so like it is on its way. So I'm like, let me go ahead and tone this hair because it was starting to get a little brassy. It will start to get brassy if you don't tone it and you have bleached hair and you decide to wear it that way. Okay, y'all, it's coming to a close. You just wanna make sure that you really rake through the product. It's evenly distributed so you can make sure all of your hair feels strong. All right, y'all, I am done applying the protein treatment. If y'all see this, I definitely did test cutting some of my hair. Why I live like that? I definitely did test it out, and y'all see how that curl is curling the way that I think it should be. Yeah, the way that I want it to be everywhere. Yeah. So you see this, I'm cutting it because it looks so much better on this side. So always doing a tester. So now what I'm going to do is blow dry it. Not blow dry, but put some heat on it so it can set. The protein treatment can set. Okay, so this part is definitely up to you guys. You could use a hooded dryer if you have one. I don't use it anymore for this because my hair has gotten longer and it doesn't get all of my hair dry. So I just find it's easier to use a blow dryer with a diffuser attachment, and that's how I go about it. So I'm just gonna dry my hair all over. Okay, so after drying, this is what my hair is looking like. I'm not supposed to touch it too much because it's kind of frozen and sticky. So now I'm going to rinse this out. It is completely dry. I'm gonna rinse it out and then I'm going to apply the balancing moisturizer. It is a 2-step treatment. I am going to go in with this bad boy right here, the balancing moisturizer. I'm gonna rinse this out, apply a shampoo it like twice, and then I'm going to go in with this, leave it for 2 minutes, and then rinse it out. And then you can go ahead and style your hair as normal. So I'm probably gonna put a leave-in in it, to be honest. All right, you guys, I just finished rinsing it out and applying the balancing moisturizer. And this is what I'm looking like, product free. I love a good protein treatment because it always makes my hair feel so much stronger, and it's soft after the balancing moisturizer. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learned something about taking care of your hair and maintenance and everything like that. I also want to disclaim that I am not perfect. I be having my lazy days too, so don't get discouraged when it comes to that, but just always come back to the light. When you know better, you should do better. You feel me? I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Bye y'all.